EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the San Francisco 49ers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go play action. Winston. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Winston. And Thomas has it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there good for 13, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Lance offense of the 49ers now. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. They find some open field here. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Niners hit 3-7 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a throw here to his running back. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. First down, here's Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that's because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Got his target, Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone. But it winds up getting him a few yards.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Off the play fake, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips, and then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Lance to throw it. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick six ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. And once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away and finds his way into the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Black shot. 13. Steal. Black.
And Lance now to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Lance again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, man. Green. Cluster, 6.
Throwing now is Lance. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is taken at the 10. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Hey. 550.
Play fake. Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. He's got a man, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
Let's go now. You don't play.
Lance now on first down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. And they'll go for it. Lance. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Winston now to throw on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. Outside handoff to the right side.
If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action now. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Black shot.
Desperation time here. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Long red. Black, red. Yellow, blue.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on second down. Lance. That is caught at the 7-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 5.
Here's Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On third down, here's Kamara. Pushes past him. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's taken on the 25. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Throwing again on second down. Lance drops this underneath. It's Mitchell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Lance. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And some room to work. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. The Lance going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it's just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4, and they'll get another road